This is an All Sports Station production.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, this is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Titans kicker Stephen Gostkowski ready to do the honors, and we are underway in Nashville. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Second and 6. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. 7 yards there and a first down.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018 he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here's the Steelers' new signee for 2020, Dustin Colquitt, on to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time. And at QB, the man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job for Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
Now, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
Go.
6 yards left on second down.
Hey, they're scared. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go. 30. Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Right here now. Hey, 41 Mike.
They'll run on first down. Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Go.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. Now a 2nd down and 6. A toss left. Henry. About 3 yards there to the 27.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Big completion there on 3rd and short keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They start with a give to Connor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And there's a catch by Juju Smith-Schuster, and he's hoping there's plenty more of that coming. 2019, not the year he expected. Lost his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, early, dealt with a knee injury and missed 4 games, and his stats really fell. Just 552 yards through the air. But in 2018, what a big year he had then with Big Ben. 1,426 yards. He's hoping that the return of form of Roethlisberger leads to the return of form of himself.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Right now. Black 30. Check. Black 54. Black 54.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And it's knocked away and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jeffrey Simmons with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Second and 8. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Nice play on the ball by A.J. Brown, and he comes up with the reception. He had a terrific 2019 as a rookie. The first one since 1970 to go over 1,000 yards receiving and average over 20 yards per catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Let's go. 28.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense. Mike 41. We got to wedge that.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To the air again, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Tannehill throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again is Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Out to the right to Humphries. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Again, Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
On 4th down, here's Stephen Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll set up to throw from the gun. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for 2nd in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Now, still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll throw from the gun, and hitting Juju on the slant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Tannehill on 1st down. They will find Davis. That's complete. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block, and he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Connor on the toss left side. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I know from talking with scouts, one of the biggest question marks people had about Chase Claypool coming out, what they call his long speed. Just how fast was he in the 40-yard dash? He showed that he's plenty fast enough, coupled with a 6'4" body and a physical, strong stature. He's got a chance to be a star in this league.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Conner underneath. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Khalif Raymond now. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Okay, here we go.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Let's go. Lady. Got to do better. Come on.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. We focus right now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They start the drive with Conner. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Roethlisberger. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans now just about ready to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And right away, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tannehill. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Henry. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And there's James Conner showing his versatility with the nice reception and 1st down pickup out of the backfield. 3 years into his pro career, though, he hasn't played a full season, so they want to see durability increase for him. But during his Pro Bowl year in 2018, That's when he showed everything. 55 catches that year, only 34 in 2019. They're hoping those numbers continue to climb for James Conner.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Ben leaves to Conner on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, "We don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision."
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Again, it's Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers ready for their next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Here's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jayon Brown in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Push him back. Push him back.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a draw play. This is Connor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 41's coming.
Now Tannehill throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd and 4. The Titans on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Tannehill Henry's got it out on the left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Tannehill now to throw. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphries. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. To the air again, Tannehill. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
There's a familiar sight, T.J. Watt with a sack. And remember last year, he was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, and he earned it because he's been in the top 10 in the league in sacks for 2 straight seasons. Really, really difficult to block coming off the edge.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Here's Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Here's Tannehill. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Completion here to Claypool. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here, you've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ebron's got it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Connor, pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch the safety cream. Go, go.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Henry. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
I don't know what the heck he was looking at.
So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run for it with Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.